Hey everybody, welcome to the first episode of Two Brothers in the Opinion. Here's Kelvo Slab, and we're introducing to my big bro.
This DirtdogDrip, aka Drip, aka Dirt, aka Dirt Dog, aka. Now let me stop. How y'all doing?
They got a lot of names today, so we're gonna introduce you to a topic, man. For the movie that just came out. Man, what you think about it? What, we want to go ahead and tell them about the movie, or you want to go ahead and let it hang for a little bit? I say let it hang for a little bit.
I tell them. The movie we talking about right now, and I'm pretty sure quite a few of y'all seen it, may have not seen it, but if you have, this is not a plug in no form or fashion, but you can go to Disney Plus, and it's a Christmas movie called Soul, starring Jamie Foxx, Felicia Rashad, and a couple of other those talented mofos. And it's about a guy who's just really trying to come up in the music game as a pianist. Like, he loves music. He wants to be a jazz musician. And he finally gets his big break. And when he does get his big break, he dies.
Say, bro. Tell me how you feel. All right, I told you about how I feel about the movie.
Right.
And you say I like the movie because I love Pixar. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the movies that they came out with before. But it was some bullshiggity that I've seen and that it hit me. And it's some stuff that hit me. I don't know. It's a conflict between me and my blackness and whatever, but you know what I'm saying? But we both are, not only are we brothers, we movie watchers, we movie and show watchers. So it ain't no these dudes be hating, because we studied this stuff and we be watching like, oh, this is dope, and we could tell you why it's dope and why it's not, and on an official level, we make you think when we talk about it. So this ain't no, if you hear it, we thought about it. And if we do it hating, you know what I'm saying? It might sound like hating, but no, we do got a fucking opinion. So if you don't like it, you might say fuck you, and the fight can come with it. But I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you about this. I'm gonna tell you, it ain't just two of us.
And even though I'm the big bro, I'm not the smallest.
I'm gonna tell you, man. You fuck around and like Kevin Hart said, when the daddy got beat by a motherfucking one nigga, and they said, "Oh, what nigga was an octopus?" You fuck around and you start off fighting one nigga, you will fuck around and see 8 of us on your motherfucking ass.
On your ass.
On your ass, nigga. Because you might see a couple of sisters, might see a couple of aunties, and we roll deep in this bitch. Because we got that family love. But go ahead and tell us what you thought about it, man, and how you thought about it.
Well, there were parts of the movie that I really appreciated, like the barbershop scene. That was I thought it was pretty accurate.
I love that scene,
bald,
man.
And I haven't been to the barbershop in a long time, you know, for the lack of hair on my head.
But you can still go ahead and get a hot towel and put on your face.
I can get a trim.
Yeah. You go ahead and shave your face up, man. I see a lot of bald dudes in there. You can go ahead and get that you know, when they take that they put that glue.
Man, I am not doing that shit there. Man, if I ever walk up with a bald fade and you know I don't have no hair.
Say, bro, I say do that stuff like Halloween time, like when people be like with like costume and shit. It's like,
you know what? That's a good idea. That's probably
saying.
The only time I would do it.
That's what I'm saying. Niggas don't be thinking outside the box like that. I'd be like, do that shit during like Halloween, and be like, dang, nigga, you look good. Like, what is this? Oh, I'm doing this for Halloween.
For Halloween, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. I might fuck around and do that shit.
And then you could be like, who are you? And you'd be like, oh, I'm a Lenny Kravitz or some shit like that.
Yeah, shit, a younger me. Oh, I'm dressed as a younger me.
Yeah, but I always wanted to have dreads, right? And like do that shit and get some dreads glued on top of my fucking head. And
be looking like goddamn Nick Cannon on that one movie.
Nah, not whack like that. But I'm talking about like real player, you know what I'm saying? They'd be like faded in and shit. And then you'd be like, oh, it's for Halloween. But then when people go to meet you, they think that's your dreads like afterwards.
Gotcha.
That
Like, nigga, I
way
thought them was yours.
it'd be like, hey. And then you meet a chick, and then after a couple of days, he's like, I had to just go ahead and cut it off.
That was right on time. You know that? That was right
with
on the money.
With the canned comedy.
Yes.
Yeah.
But also what I did like about the movie as well was the as far as the barbershop scene was the I like how they played with soul. Like the actual concept of your soul, where you come from, things like that, mentors, all that silly stuff, getting your personality. And I like the fact that they cast Jamie Foxx for the role because, he's musically talented. His background is music and he can play the piano very well, even though a lot of those scenes, he wasn't playing the piano. They had like an actual jazz musician. And I don't know. All in all, it was a pretty good movie.
And I'm gonna give it a, because it's gonna make its money. But I'm gonna hit it with the decent stamp, man. Because, and I'm gonna have to watch it again, man. Because I'm that dude that I feel a certain way about it. It's been a bad year too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's COVID, been losing a lot of people. A lot of people getting shot, and my neighbor's son got shot in the back just the other day on some whole shit from get shot by a cop. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that I'm seeing. Open my eyes, and you know what I'm saying. And I don't want to see it, but I know that Pixar is nothing but symbolism. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when I see, well, first of all, I'm gonna say this. They built it up to be the black movie.
Right.
That's problem number one. Because if it was just another movie that Jamie Foxx was in, like Kevin Hart was in a animated, but he didn't build it up to be the black movie. You know what I'm saying? They built this up to be the black Pixar movie. So I really expected it to be, after seeing Coco.
Yeah, Coco was really good.
Coco was really good, bro.
Coco, and to those that's listening to this podcast, I low-key cried at the end when Miguel started singing. Remember me.
Bro, Coco.
That shit there, it did something to me. I had like a frog in my throat.
Man, this movie had no songs.
I get what you're saying. Kind of like how I remember the Remember Me song. Like it wasn't a song that stood out that you can be like, I fuck with that song.
The first thing you told us about this movie was he was a jazz musician.
Yeah.
Had no songs.
Yeah. He could at least had like his own. Even at that part where he and this is spoiler alert, folks. The part where he came home, he got a second chance.
Wait, time out. Spoiler alert for those who haven't seen this shit.
You know what? We all late and shit. Spoiler alert.
Hey, that's your fault, nigga. When you heard us say we were gonna talk about this movie, and you know you ain't seen this motherfucking movie, and you still decide to go ahead and listen to this shit,
that's your fault.
That's your fault. That's your fault.
Spoiler alert.
But we didn't give up a whole bunch.
Nah, not a lot.
We just said what was in it, and we didn't give nothing past what was in most of the trailers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We just said some shit and how we felt about it.
I like that. But the part where he came to the realization of his life, at that point, he should have like just laid the track down on the piano. Like really dug in, some heartfelt, piano jazz type.
I could have just, man, Coco was so big at the end, man, with the city and the lights.
So I get what you're saying. It was missed moments.
But it was this. It was like the history of Disney movies, they dehumanize our characters, man. Princess and the Frog. They fuck around and she turned a motherfucking frog in the motherfucking movie. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
they're like, we can't, like, right? I'm just saying,
Yeah.
man.
I get what you're saying.
I'm just saying the black, like, I'm not trying to take away from the movie how they built it, but you know, these are the white people and a couple of black people from San Bernardino, and then hey man, Jamie Foxx, and go ahead and it's Jamie Foxx, but he didn't have the passion of Jamie Foxx and Ray. I'm just gonna say that.
I feel that.
It wasn't. That make do it, baby. It wasn't that Jamie Foxx.
Yeah. No, it wasn't Ray Jamie Foxx. It was more of a laid back, kind of shy, loser.
He was just
Jamie Foxx. He's just a loser dude.
But I'm getting into it, man. Like, all right, he died in the first 15 minutes. I'm gonna just say he died. You know what I'm saying? Because technically he didn't. But I'm gonna just say he died, bro.
Okay.
Because he was on his way.
For the sake of the argument, he died, y'all.
He was on the way to heaven. Like, the white light was there, and he was supposed to go there, and that was the whole dynamic of the movie, because they was like, oh, the numbers is off. There was supposed to be somebody else there, and then he went to what they call the great before. The great before. You know what I mean?
Which was fucking hilarious in itself.
It was whimsical. You know what I'm saying?
Whimsical.
Like, you know what I'm saying? The great before. You know what I mean? But this is what I imagine.
Okay.
Storyline. If I had to create something or come up with something of soul with Jamie Foxx in it as a jazz musician, just with some of the elements that he had, because I didn't like the fact that he was a jazz. He was a jazz, like, he's a jazz player, but he was a music teacher, right?
Right.
And then you see the student got up and she was feeling it. You know what I mean? And then he was showing, and that was pretty much the trailer. He was saying how he kind of got into the music when his dad brought him into the bar that he didn't want to go into.
Right.
And then he started getting into music. Which he was a dope piano player from the beginning.
He really was.
You know what I'm saying?
He really was.
So I'm saying he's probably aged like 42 or something.
We could say anywhere between 40 to
fucking 5.
46. Okay, 45. Because they never said his age. They only called him a middle-aged man.
He had a fucking afro.
He kind of did.
With an apple hat on it. You know what I'm saying? And he get this, oh, hey nigga, you got a job. You can teach these fucking kids full time instead of part time. And the first thing that he do is go to his fucking mama. See, the reason why I didn't like that is because even though that might be real life to me, it might be real life to like the aspect of how people are dealing with shit.
Mm-hmm.
Pixar has a responsibility of taking our imaginations and spreading it to of making it something beyond and greater.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they could have took that same character and had them students not knowing how dope this dude was, because if you're dealing with jazz and you're dealing with new age music, you don't know how dope these jazz players are because they playing instruments. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he had these musicians all up on the wall, and they could have made it to where as these kids are learning how to play their instruments, a piece of their soul, these kids are going through something in their lives that they develop a part of their soul through their instrument. You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
And then a piece of their conscience go with this. See, that's what I thought that little thing was in the commercial. I thought it was a conscience, not a a baby.
It was I don't even know what the hell to call it. It was like a soul with no soul. Like
it was a soul of a baby. Really, the great before.
The Great Before, to those who are still listening, the Great Before was pretty much the place where they were trying to say that
Where
you start off,
where
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 you get your personality from,
where baby personalities are formed.
pretty much. Like, so when you come out as a newborn baby on Earth, out your mama's womb,
You already
you
have
have
your
some sort of personality
personality.
because that's where you got it from, the Great Before.
You have a purpose, basically.
Right. And the character in the movie, she
didn't want
had
to
all
come.
these great people mentoring her, and they made it seem as though Earth sucks.
Yeah.
So she was rather stay in the Great Before, just roaming all willy-nilly for hundreds of years without even attempting to go to Earth.
She attempted to go to Earth. She thought Earth was trash. She thought it was pointless. Thought the lessons that they was teaching her to come to Earth wasn't worth anything. And Jamie Foxx's soul character trying to get back home to perform in this gig of a lifetime
Mm-hmm.
was going to take and change her mind so he can come back. That was the thing. But in the incident, in that barbershop scene, it was like when she was talking, it was almost like what I loved about that scene and what I didn't like about that scene was they made it was like her not being remind her she really was a soul with no body.
Mm-hmm.
Had more of a purpose than this nigga that been living for 42 years.
For 40 some, yeah. You're absolutely right.
You'll need to just grab the Tostito.
Then grab some Tostitos while you at it, nigga. You see what
That's
I'm saying?
damn Tostitos.
That's what I'm saying, man. It was just elements in there. And then the fucking slave ship came out of fucking nowhere. Man, I fell asleep on this movie like 2 or 3 times, and I get what they were trying to say. It was like it was a part of it. It was like the land of lost souls, and
right.
And it like it's a people with like people that dream and daydream, and sometimes your soul get lost in this land, and I like how they personified it. See, the visual elements in the movie is lovely. I love that. I love what Pixar did for that. I think it was the story that got me, and the story elements that got me, and it was just like the fucking. And the people gonna say a pirate ship. Well, what the fuck? All right, a pirate ship. All right,
it was the same thing. Same thing.
Different from
it's the same difference.
Yeah, I don't know what the difference between a pirate ship and a slave ship. I don't.
Just a flag. That's it.
Yeah, same flag. Same flag.
But you know what? Until you said it, I didn't even think like that. I was just like, and then when you said slave ship, I was like, a fuck slave ship. What the fuck is? And I said, man, wait a minute. It was a ship.
And then the part where the fucking part, man, where he they did the little voodoo, because that was voodoo, by the way. Nobody wants to talk about that shit, but that was voodoo that they did with the chanting and the symbols and stuff, and they drew the circle so he could see his body, and he jumped back down the hole when they didn't want him to.
Right.
And he knocked a little spirit down into the hole with him. And basically the spirit went into his body, and he went into what? Tell me what he went into.
A fucking cat.
So now, nigga, you a big pussy.
Big pussy.
You a big pussy.
You got the chick acting like you, and you was a pussy.
So how is this a black movie with motherfuckers starring Tina Fey?
True, because they could have got any black character to.
You could have got Regina King to play that character.
They sure could have. I would have loved for that soul to sound like Huey from the Boondocks. That would have been so fucking dope.
Right?
Okay, another missed opportunity. But one thing I did notice, Tina Fey is also one of the executive producers for it.
I'm just saying, man.
Movie.
They built it up to be the black movie.
I got you. Because when you watch Moana
was good, man.
you feel something.
Yes. That even
And
had a
you
song.
also remember songs from the movie, like you said. You remember parts from the movie.
Even Rock was in there, motherfucker. You're welcome.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? And the soul just didn't have those moments for me. So I can see what you're saying. Even though it's a all in all great movie, there were a lot of
It was a
missed
lot of it was a
opportunities.
missed opportunity, man. It could have been a soulful. It could have been a jazzy soulful. Man, oh man, it just could have been a all out. And motherfucker, man, why did they shoot it in, like? Why did they premise it in New York? They could have premise it in like Memphis or something,
Memphis, yep, New Orleans. They
St.
could have went back to
Louis
New Orleans again.
or New Orleans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I feel it.
It was
I
it
feel
was just like it was just like I see why Disney Plus put it on there Christmas Day for free.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Mulan, you had to pay for that motherfucker.
But then they turned around because Mulan wasn't making no money, and they got sued, and they turned around and put that on there for free.
Oh
So,
yeah, that was eventually gonna be. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man. You just
so let's say on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give Soul?
I gotta watch it again, man. I definitely gotta watch
God damn, he said a -3.
it. Nah, I'm not saying a -3. Those parts that I liked about it, man. Cause I like how to do. But all right, this is another thing you gotta understand about me, dirty drip, drippy
Hey,
dirt, drippy dirt,
drippy dirt.
drippy dirt, drippy dirt.
This
Like,
is
I wanted to go to school to make Pixar fucking movies.
Gotcha.
So like I resonated with the barber school with when the barber was like, oh, how he wanted to be a veterinarian.
Yeah.
But I got to do this because I had to take care of, you know what I'm saying?
Take care of the family, yeah.
Like I'm doing what I'm doing for a living because they don't make animation movies in Houston. And I sure wasn't bringing my ass to motherfucking California.
Yeah. You know who should make, and this is way off subject, but you know who should make animated movies?
Who's that?
Tyler Perry.
You know what? I'm gonna say this. I'm kind of tired of Tyler Perry. Like I guess.
And I'm gonna be honest too. I am sick of Tyler Perry too. Like I really want to see a Tyler Perry movie where it's a good dude keep running into trash ass women, and that they do the guy dirty and cheat on the guy with the best friend and cousin, and I want to see those movies. Like I'm tired of the dude being trashy and the women just,
I want to see a Tyler Perry movie just be funny.
just a comedy.
I just want to see a Tyler Perry movie just be hilarious.
Yeah.
He can do the other stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because he started off with the plays and that genre and that field and that spiritual stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, which is cool.
And you know what? And that's what that turned me off of a lot of those movies, man. Like I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm a spiritual dude, you know what I'm saying? And I believe that the more that you dig into the Bible and learn lessons from the Bible, it'll cleanse your soul and do good in your life. You know what I'm saying? It'll give you answers to a lot of things. But at the same time, when you see them movies and stuff, and it be like, oh Jesus, turn the channel. Like I don't want to watch all that. I don't want to watch that. And like I like this year, the Christmas movies that my wife been watching, it's like they've been good because like it been Christmas movies and they didn't have that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's not that they took it out, but it was just a Christmas movie. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with a good Christmas movie. You know what I'm saying? Like Home Alone was a good Christmas movie. You know what I'm saying? Even Friday After Next was fucking a good Christmas movie. You know what I'm saying? Even though he snuck it on your ass. What, Friday After
Yeah.
Next or the one with Cat Williams? Yeah, that's Friday After Next.
Friday After Next.
Yeah. Even though he snuck it on you. Niggas didn't know that was a Christmas movie until people started pointing it out.
Yeah, it was years before motherfuckers was like, yeah, Friday After Next was a Christmas movie. And I was like, man, no the fuck. Yeah, it was.
Ice Cube snuck one on your ass. Snuck a
Yes,
hood
it was.
Christmas movie on your ass. But shit like that, man. But you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't all fucking just it wasn't all about like that. You know what I'm saying? So when they turn the movies and they do that, trying to squeeze a dime out of the church, man, that you know what I'm saying? It like it's even some parts of the when you go to church, man, it just unattractive. I'm gonna be honest.
What do you mean?
When say, bro. Say. I'm gonna be 100. I'm gonna keep it real. Can we keep it real in the show?
Let's keep it real.
It's my opinion, man. When I go to a church, man, and I see the pastor, and he be like, he could be upstanding dude, he can be a clean dude, but then when I hear that, oh, the congregation got to take care of the pastor, and I don't see that in the Bible, man. And then at the same time, when you look around the church and outside the church, it's all trashy and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta have a Benz.
And you know what? Like when I was living in Shreveport, Louisiana,
I coughed, but that wasn't COVID.
I went to this nigga here. Yeah, these days you got to watch it.
Yeah.
Because a simple cough, you could be choking, and people going to give you that look like, he got it.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you made that disclaimer.
Yeah.
But when I went to church in Shreveport, I went to Word of God Ministries, and a lot of black people.
You sure you want to name names?
Yeah, because it was a good church. It was a really good church. And when I say really good church, you didn't have all that.
Yeah.
Granted, he was a white guy. But
Say, man, I know some white dude, man. Whatever you receive that word.
Yeah. Like he was a white guy. Bro. And if you closed your eyes, he sounded like a black dude.
Yeah.
And all he ever talked about was the love he had for his wife and the love he had for his family and the love he had for their church. Yeah. Because I remember when his church started off, like in a shopping strip, like like he was one of those, like he can get in where he fit in. So if somebody had a conference room available, that was church. You know what I mean? And to see where it has became, like it's pretty dope. But you come in, he had 3 services in the morning. You come in, they'll be singing those church hymns, and most of the times it was songs you never heard of. It was the white people hymns, but they do the announcements. They send the offering plate through one time.
They do a lot of hee-hawing.
Nah, none of that.
Oh, they don't do like hee-haw.
No, it wasn't like that. Like they had a live band on stage, and it was like they was crunk, but it was just songs you just did not. Literally, yep, just like that. But it was songs you never heard of. And after going a couple times, you'll get used to hearing certain songs. Yeah, like, okay, I heard that last week.
It'd be that white chick that you think she got a couple of CDs out?
Yeah.
She's performing this song. It's shout to the Lord.
You're so stupid. But after offering,
she got that one.
They pray over it, and he goes right in.
Hold on. She got that one Bible hand up with that thumb inside, and she saluting to the heavens.
This dude here.
He got a fur collar on.
He sound like he been there, y'all.
I bet I have, bro. Sage Mont.
but he got to the word, and he broke it down to where it's questions I've had for years growing up in the church with my mom, where I would question to myself, it was times where I went to those services and he answered those questions. Like he broke the Bible down to where like a toddler can understand it.
Yeah.
And when you left like you actually learned something. Like you felt like you learned something. You know? And it was like as time went on, like the congregation just got bigger and bigger, bigger. And when they say come as you are, it's times I went to church with shorts on. And nobody cared.
Yeah, you got something like that, and then there is churches that got some type of tradition. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't even mind that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't mind it neither.
You got to abide by something. Hey, man, it'll help you step up your game. You know, I even bought a couple of suits and some dress shirts and ties because of that. And you know what I'm saying? And you make you feel kind of, man, I'm clean.
He said, man.
I'm telling you, man, I look good. The family look good. There's nothing wrong with that.
And you know me, I actually would switch it up. Like it was times where I come in there, you know, shirt and tie.
Yeah.
You know, slacks. You know, clean brown shoes with the belt to match.
Oh,
just fly. You know.
Wow.
And then my belt and my shoes matched my Bible, so I was like extra clean. But then the cool part about it was if you didn't have a Bible, you can use your phone or an iPad.
Yeah. See, I'm just now getting to the age where I'm like I keep it so old school, man. I'm not even gonna lie, man. I carry the Bible around. Say D. Can I tell you a secret, my nigga?
Okay, I think I'm the only one listening right now. Tell me.
Nigga, I do so much dirt on my phone, bro. I don't even want to bring it to church and
this dude here. This nigga here. Where Milton at? This nigga here.
Nigga, I beat my meat so much using my phone. If
man, chill out, man.
I might file charges on myself, nigga.
Oh shit. You look at Kelvo phone and he got grips on the side of the mug from holding it so tight.
Nigga, that motherfucker come with a lotion squeeze bottle.
Why your phone so shiny? Oh, that's lotion.
Nigga, your shit come with a lotion dispenser. So where you get that at? Shit, give me one, nigga.
Well, I know not to touch your phone.
Shit. It's
like, let me make a phone call. Let me use your. Never mind. Hey, let me use your phone.
I won't let you do it, man. I won't let you grab it, man.
What's wrong with Kelvin's phone? What's right with it?
Hey, look, everything, man. And look, I won't bring it into church, you know. That's what I'm saying. But I just, that's just the old school of me, man. I just feel like you just do so much wrong with your phone, man. The Bible is the only thing that's pure. That's the only thing that's pure, man. So if I'm gonna consume something for my mind and my spirit, I'm gonna try to consume it from something that's pure. You feel me? Like,
I feel that.
So that's like, you know what I'm saying? And that's just me. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? And I just said all the other stuff to try to be funny, but you know what I'm saying? You talk a whole bunch of BS on your phone. You know what I'm saying? You do watch some stuff that you ain't supposed to be watching on your phone as a grown man, as a child. You know what I'm saying?
Especially as a child.
You know what I'm saying? But you can go in there and use that to get a good word in the two. You know what I mean? But if you ain't got nothing, I'll go ahead and be my guest. Use your phone and get that word in and try to write it down so you can remember that word. So when you get back home, you can go ahead and study.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. But back to the movie, man. If I had to rate it right now today, I give it a 6.5.
Okay.
And I gotta watch it again. But I would do like this: story 6.5, racism 7.
This dude said it's racist.
Visualization and graphics, I give it a 8.5. You know what I'm saying? I kind of feel like they did rush it. It was kind of rush. You know what I'm saying?
It felt that way. It literally did. It felt that way.
Yeah.
But I mean, the visuals that went into it though were like amazing.
Yeah.
Like even some of the black people in it, like they
Oh
look like
man,
black people.
when he went and he was performing inside the little club.
Yeah,
Oh man, that was so dope, bro. That was so dope, man. That's why I was like, it could have been more than just that. It could have been more than just that performance.
right.
You know what I'm saying? If it was about black people and soul, you know, man, black people personify soul, man.
Right.
And everything that we do, So it could have meant it could have been the Black Panther of Pixar for us,
Could have been. So it's safe to say
but it wasn't that by a long shot.
And one thing that I did learn about the movie was that they used I forgot what they called it. It was like a black community collective or something they called it, where they got like a bunch of people, like employees, like black employees, to give their opinions on certain things. Because Pixar, they said, well, the director said, for the scene where he went to see his mom, at first it was gonna be like just a bunch of old dudes sitting outside like uncles. And they was like, nah, that's not really what we do as black people. So they put a bunch of aunts, like a bunch of old ladies outside cackling and kikiing and shit. Yeah. And they was like, So that's how they came up with the whole sewing shop and the old ladies hanging out in there. They were like aunts to them,
and I can see because they were trying to tie in the spiritual world and how to get to the spiritual world and how to do this character from Tina Fey and the heaven and how to tie the mama in with the suit and because you got storyboard and you got to think about how to get to one point to the other.
To the next point. Right.
You know what I'm saying? And with the slave ship part, so how you going to get to that to tie it into
the slave ship?
it didn't. But that's because they tried to create that great beyond world, and that was supposed to be the whole significant part to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which didn't need to answer the life's mysteries that you really didn't. It really is not an answer to it. But you know what I'm saying? Like to cherish everyday moments. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was like it was really just the fact that this dude was like 40-something years old.
Yeah.
Had opportunity. Like
what was funny though is when he did like go back over his life, he was like, "Who the hell life is this?"
Yeah.
He didn't even realize his life sucked the way it did.
Yeah.
Because he was so busy just living it, trying to get to that one point, and when he finally got to it, it wasn't even.
And that was my thing, man, because it was like it's almost like the movie played him. He like because he was already good.
Yeah.
Like the one line that was the coldest in there was like when the lady with the saxophone said, "Oh, it was the big fish. The small fish came to the big fish and said, I want to go to the ocean." And the big fish said
that was a dope analogy.
And then he said, "Nah, this is water. I want to see the ocean." You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, I was like, okay. But I felt like that was something that he, as a character, could have distributed to the kids. And how could he get through to the kids? You know what I'm saying? As a teacher. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
It could have did a lot. Because think about it, man. They trying to defund the music in the schools. It could have went so much further than just a Pixar movie on Christmas. That after a while, people ain't even gonna watch.
I agree with that. After a while, that's gonna be one of those movies that just like pop up on Crackle or some shit.
You gonna see it, and you're like, oh, I remember that movie. It's gonna be just like Princess and the Frog. You don't see that shit?
I still ain't seen Princess and the Frog.
Pat,
To this day, I do not know what
you
that
don't
movie is
have a
about.
desire for it.
I don't. I really didn't.
It's not. It's not gigantically special about it because it was.
And with that being said, bottom line, just because a movie does good and it's critically acclaimed, doesn't mean we gotta like it.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't mean that. I'm just saying, somebody gonna come out there. There's gonna be a somebody a black animator, and they're gonna come out with a movie. It's gonna be about music. Somebody
Man,
gonna put somebody
bump music at this point. Man, what? I wish they could have made a Boondocks movie.
a Boondocks.
Bro, I would have loved to win seen Boondocks movie.
Hey, here's the thing about Boondocks. I only seen like a couple of episodes of Boondocks.
What?
And this is this is how great Boondocks is. I can tell you everything about Boondocks.
Off of those few episodes.
Off those few episodes, nigga. Off those few episodes, man. Boondocks will forever be great, bro.
Forever.
Yeah.
Forever.
Heck yeah, man. What else did they made black that was actually good? See, and that's what I'm saying. That's a black creator.
Right. But you see what they tried to do with them? The studio came in, they took over, they did season 3, and season 3 was trash. Okay. And after that, he was like, I'm done with this. Yeah. I'm good.
Yeah.
Like y'all took my shit, and they had an episode called Slave World, where it was like an amusement park. And the characters in the park were slaves.
Niggas,
I was like, how is this funny?
They always take our bullshit and jank our shit. We know what's funny to us.
Mm-mm.
They take that shit and cross the line to what's funny to them.
Oh man, it just crossed my mind not to cut you off.
Oh, my brother.
For those that are listening or still with us 42 minutes in, Kelvo Slab is expecting a baby soon.
Shit.
So congrats.
Shit, probably bleed tomorrow, nigga.
That nigga sounded like that nigga say believe. Yeah. Bringing another rice into the world.
Oh man,
or should I say rice mayo?
A rice girl, man. Yeah. Wait, we gonna see.
No, I mean rice mayo.
Rice mayo? No. Nah. Nope.
Oh shoot.
She gonna be mine all the way through and through, bro.
That's what's up.
My wife is just the oven. That's my bread.
Hey, though. That nigga say, I needed that dough.
Yeah, that's my bread, man.
I needed that motherfucking dough.
Yeah.
You just baking that bitch.
She holding it. She gonna have her rest. She gonna have her rest, and she'll get it back when Daddy go to work.
That's what's up.
Heck yeah. No, I appreciate you, man.
Man, no problem.
Yeah.
Not a problem. Because it made me think about it. Like we talking about soul and Christmas and black and all that and family and
Yeah, how
I
was
went to go see my daughter this week, and thanks to old Tiffany Faye, who made this thing possible.
Oh,
it was great, man. Tiffany Faye.
She's still
all day, every day.
Is mopping up slick juice still?
She ain't even started mopping yet, man. She probably still listening to this.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Oh my
But
God.
yeah, London was she didn't even know we was coming. So when I walked in her room, she just like jumped out the bed and just like almost tackled my ass.
Oh man.
It was a really, really good feeling.
Oh, that's cool.
And she didn't want us to leave, but then when it was time for us to leave, she was trying to leave. She was like, "Put me in your suitcase," literally. I was like, "Boy, if you ain't one of my kids, you'll just say some off the wall shit like that."
Oh man. That's awesome, man. Nah, but
Yeah.
man, I'm gonna just say this, man. It was Christmas. The spirit. It kind of really wasn't feeling the spirit, man. You know, dealing with all the losses and stuff and being close.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't catching no breaks. All the losses
No, at
on
all.
our side and on our wife's side, but there was a party that we was invited to, and we was like, man, we're not even gonna go to this thing, but we ended up going to it, and we ended up having a good time, man. And we was like, man, I'm so
You
glad.
talking about the Christmas Eve party?
Nah, we went to the Christmas Eve party, but the Christmas Day party, man, and
Okay.
dude and freaking went through the whole day, man. They had a good time, man. It was just a handful of us that showed up.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all, you know, us, that's all we need, man. We don't need a room full of people. You know what I'm saying? We can entertain ourselves. A handful of people showed up. We turned up. We had a good time. Man, freaking leaving the Christmas Day almost done. I think it was probably like 10:45, man. So we on the road going home. Got the bad news, man. One of our stepbrothers or brothers-in-laws or whatever that
I saw that on Facebook.
passed away, man. And we
Saw
had
that.
just heard about him catching COVID like the day before. But they said he was like a severe diabetic and stuff, and you know, COVID ain't. He was really attacking our diabetics and
Yeah.
people with lung problems. So, man, it's just unfortunate, man. So, it just
Man, I sure he did that.
It just reflective of what this year is, even during the holidays, man. So if you got somebody that you love, call them up, tell them that you love them,
Call them.
tell them that you love them, man, and hope that you get to see them the next time you want to call them and tell them that you love them, man, because a lot of people calling them, telling them that they love them, and then reflecting on that call the next day. It's like, they just called me yesterday just to tell me that they love them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, shit, you heard about the dude in Texas City that got shot in the back by the cop, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
He
man.
kind of gave us a rundown on it.
Yeah, that was my neighbor's grandson. You know, and she was telling us how he was just calling everybody and telling them that he loved them. But you know what I'm saying? But he got shot in the back by the police officer, man. So it just I don't know, man. It's just a sign of the times, man.
I agree. And with that being said, this is the end of the podcast. I want to thank y'all for joining Two Brothers